day, barkeep. I'm a weary traveler seeking shelter for the evening. Do you have any extra beds to spare?
My rooms are all full, dear. The only spare bed I have is in the servants' quarters, and that's for me staff.
Oh, I'm more than happy to work for you. I am a bard by trade. I've been traveling all over and collecting music and songs to share with others. I notice there aren't any other bards here at the moment. I'd be delighted to perform for your patrons if you'll let me have that extra bed tonight.
I'll tell you what. If you can lift the soul and spirits of these poor souls, that bed is all yours.
Deal! Thank you. You won't be disappointed. Oh, excuse me. I'm coming through. Excuse me. Pardon. Ow! Stepping on my heel there. Just gotta get to the stage. Excuse me. Oh, finally. It's packed in here. I'll just get the instruments ready and... Oh! Excuse me. Oh, I'm so sorry. I did not mean to push you over like that. Here, let me help you up. There, up and at 'em. My sincerest apologies. There's hardly any room in here to breathe, let alone move. I hope I haven't put you off in any way. You're all right? Oh, good. No harm done. Don't let me stop you from heading to the bar. I'll just keep setting up here. What am I doing? Oh, I'm getting ready to perform for this crowd. Barkeep is giving me a bed tonight in exchange for everyone's merriment. Fortunately, that's something I specialize in. I've traveled all across the lands, learning and collecting new songs to share and sing. And I enjoy making people happy. Mostly everyone loves music. It's something a lot of people have in common. I like to think I've been singing since the womb. My mom was a traveling bard too. When I left her side to explore the world and beyond, everything just fell into place so perfectly. And I wouldn't have it any other way. Where am I from? Oh, well, nowhere in particular. Like I said, my mom traveled and she had me while out in that big wide world. It was just me and her, and I grew up on the road. I've never really had a desire to settle anywhere. I enjoy traveling and finding new places and meeting new people. It's all I've ever known. I think you'd be shocked at the places I've gone before. Places you've never even heard of before. Where are these places, you ask? Tell you what. You take a front row seat to the show, and I'll share some of my favorite songs that I've learned throughout my travels with you, and everyone else here. I hope you enjoy it.
Oh, you can search far and wide, you can drink the whole town dry, but you'll never find a beer so bright. But you'll never find a beer so bright as the one we drink in our hometown. As the one we drink in our hometown. You can keep your fancy ales, you can drink them by the flagon, but the only brew for the brave and true comes from the Green Dragon. Hey ho, to the bottle I go, to heal my heart and drown my woe. Rain may fall and wind may blow, but there still be many miles to go. Sweet is the sound of the pouring rain and stream that falls from hill to plain. Better than rain or rippling brook is a mug of beer inside this took. Strange and dark is the world outside, but in the pub we've not to hide. With lots of ale and barley wine, this evening is surpassing fine. Harvest in and cold without, and hobbits strong are hobbits stout. Not to fear and not to think, for hobbits now have ale to drink. Blunt the knives, bend the forks, smash the bottles and burn the corks, chip the glasses and crack the plates. That's what Bilbo Baggins hates. Cut the cloth, tread on the fan, leave the bones on the bedroom mat, pour the milk on the pantry floor. Slush the wine on every door, dump the clocks in the boiling bowls, round them up with a thumping pole. When you're finished, if they are whole, send them down the hall to roll. That's what Bilbo Baggins hates.
So, what did you think? That's one of my favorite medleys. Those are a few songs that I learned in this beautiful place called Middle Earth. I've met all kinds of people there. There's hobbits and elves and so many different types of people and so many amazing experiences that I've had there. Learned a thing or two from different bards and different singers in taverns around. And that's usually where I learn a lot of my stories and my songs are from other bards, minstrels, or whatever you want to call them. Middle Earth has seen a lot of strife in its day, and it's no stranger to hardship. Here, I don't just have my voice, I also have other instruments that I can use to sing with. Oh, how I'm able to duplicate my voice? It's a spell I've worked on for many, many years. I'm still practicing at it, but I would say it's not too bad. But here, let me show you one of my instruments that I have. I think you'll like this song. Might be a little bit more familiar to you. I learned it around here not too long ago.
There will come a soldier who carries a mighty sword. He will tear your city down. Olay, olay, oh Lord. Olay, 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 oh Lord. He will tear your city down. Olay, olay, oh Lord. There will come a poet whose weapon is his word. He will slay you with his tongue. Olay, olay, oh Lord. Olay, 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 oh Lord. He will slay you with his tongue. Olay, olay, oh Lord. There will come a ruler whose brow is laid thorn, smeared with oil like David's boy. Olay, olay, oh Lord. Olay, 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 oh Lord. Smeared with oil like David's boy. Olay, olay, oh Lord. Olay, 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 oh Lord. He will tear your city down. Olay, olay, oh Lord.
I love that one. So much spirit in that song. This next song I learned in this beautiful place called Thedas, in a country called Ferelden. Oh, there's so many amazing stories that have come out of that place. I have a good friend named Meriden, and she was a bard during a really politically strife time in Thedas. And she saw so many things, and I can't even begin to reiterate the stories that she told me. But this is a song that she taught me, and it's one of my favorites.
Sarah was never an agreeable girl. Her tongue tells tales of rebellion, but she was so fast and quick with her bow. No one quite knew where she came from. Sarah was never quite the quietest girl. Her attacks are loud and they're joyful, but she knew the ways of nobler men, and she knew how to enrage them. She would always like to say, why change the past when you can own this day? Today she will fight to keep her away. She's a rogue and a thief, and she'll tempt your fate. She would always like to say, why change the past when you can own this day? Today she will fight to keep her away. She's a rogue and a thief, and she'll tempt your fate. Sarah was never quite the wealthiest girl. Some say she lives in a tavern, but she was so sharp and quick with her bow. Arrows strike like a dragon. Sarah was never quite the gentlest girl. Her eyes were sharp like a razor, but she knew the ways of commoner men, and she knew just how to use them. She would always like to say, why change change the past and you can own this day. Today she will fight to keep her away. She's a rogue and a thief and she'll tempt your fate. She would always like to say, why change the past when you can own this day? Today she will fight to keep her away. She's a rogue and a thief and she'll tempt your fate.
Sarah was quite a character. Exactly as she's described in the song. I wish I could have met her. Boy, did Meriden have the stories to tell. I think I've got one more song in me. And this was from a beautiful continent called Tamriel, in an amazingly gorgeous country called Skyrim. And I met several bards during my time there, and they all knew this song. Skyrim was divided into this place called holds, different counties and such. But every single bard I met while I was there knew this song by heart. Skyrim is deeply rooted in tradition and stories and legends and myths, and this powerful being called the Dragonborn really means something to them, and you can feel the power in this song. And I hope you do.
Our hero cleans a warrior's heart. I tell you, the Dragonborn comes with a voice wielding power of the ancient Nord art. Believe, the Dragonborn comes. It's meant to be evil of all Skyrim's foes. Beware, the Dragonborn comes. For the darkness has passed and the legend yet grows. You'll know the Dragonborn's come.
That one's one of my absolute favorites. I love it. Well, thank you so much for listening to my music, and I hope I was able to bring you and this crowd some semblance of joy. I like spreading it, and I hope by me doing so, you'll do it too. Good night.